Aloha friends, happy moon day. Oh goodness, I had to go through a few different spots to find this one, and I was being guided, and I thought I was hearing the right directions, and it kept moving me around, and now I see why I was meant to be here. You see the lovely sun shining down, and if you look really close, beneath, let's see, above the tree that's just on the bottom inside left, Luna is here joining us. So now I know why this needed to be the spot that we came to and connected. And so I just want to tap in and see what's coming through. There are a lot of different energies coming through this week. Some of it is very heightened, very um, like almost like chaotic type energy. Like there's a lot going on, and they want to just bring it to your attention and make sure that you're resting, that you're hydrating. It can feel exhausting. You may need to take a little mini rest during the day, or as soon as you get off of work or whatever it is. But they're saying really support your body through the next few days. I'm hearing yeah, it's going to be basically 2 to 3 days for the majority of people, where the body is just going to still be feeling through some exhaustion, some aches and pains. It's just the realignment that's happening right now. And, as our bodies are realigning to this crystalline energy that we're taking in and raising up to these higher frequencies, we really need to put some love back into our body. Also, because of that, I'm going to go ahead and put this out there because they've been asking me to put together a guided meditation in support of the body. And so I will be doing that over on our new channel, Radiant Love Vibrations, with 3 S's at the end. I will link it in the description. Once it is complete, it will probably not go up as quickly as this video does. So check back in for that and subscribe to the new channel if you feel called. We would love your support. Anyhow, let's get back to the moon day messages. So some chaos energy coming through. I'm hearing karmic clearing for the next few days. And we are in, as of today, I believe we are in the Mercury retrograde pre-shadow. So that means we're getting ready to go into retrograde. And I will probably do a reading for retrograde itself because it feels really big this time. There's a lot of energy coming through with it. We are also on the cusp of the 7/7 portal. There's just a lot of energy that is wanting to move through right now, and it's causing some like they're telling me that some of you may be feeling anxious, or even having a hard time like taking a deep breath and breathing. Some excitement around the heart space. There's a deep clearing that is happening in the heart right now. And this is the heart of Mother Gaia. So anyone who is connected to the land, if you are a grid worker, if you are a land worker, you may be experiencing some pain around the heart, around the back of the heart, and anyone just feeling connected. So if you can get out, give Mother Gaia some love, give her some love. We constantly go out and ask her to help us ground and connect us. And they're saying, give back, give Mama some love. She definitely needs it right now with these shifts that she's also growing through, right? So, okay, let's see what else. Towards the end of the week, things are going to start to chill out, and I'm hearing another quantum leap. Wow. Okay, so another quantum leap forward. We're going to have energy of forward progression, of movement, of things happening, new opportunities coming online. And y'all, it's up to you whether you're going to take these opportunities or not. However, I can tell you from experience that when you say yes, more opportunities are opening up for you, because you get in that energy cycle of accepting and saying yes to things and giving them a try at least. And if they don't work, that's fine. You can shift gears, carry on your way, tap out, whatever you need to do. But give it a try. Say yes. You might meet somebody. You might, come into new communities. Community right now is super important. And it's the community and the body, they're telling me. So with body, this came up over the weekend with a couple of clients, and they're saying put love back into the body. Literally hug yourself, squeeze, take your hands and just squeeze on, your arms, your legs. Um, they're telling me like grab across the back of your neck and bring it down and across towards the heart space. It's like the lymph really needs some movement right now. So any kind of lymphatic exercise or drainage practice would be really good. And just generally putting love back into your body. I had a client recently that I connected with, and Spirit came through and said they feel all alone. And I reached out and I held their hands through the rest of the session. I sat there and held their hands and told them, how loved they are and how supported they are. And I feel like so many of us need that right now. And that's why they're bringing it back to community. So first, start with self. Put some love back into yourself. Give yourself some big squeezes, some hugs, maybe stretch, get a massage. I just had some body work done. Get a massage, acupuncture, chiropractic, whatever it is that's calling you. It's calling you for a reason. So feel into that, open up to it, and allow yourself to put some love back into your body. And then open up to community and let go. They keep saying let go of what was. So I feel like those of you that are listening, some of you may have been burned in the past, or just felt like the energy of the community wasn't reciprocating for you, that, what you were giving, you weren't getting back. And they're saying everything happened divinely. It all happened for a reason. So they're asking you to open up to allowing some of that community to come back in and allowing new community to come online, because your ego, our lower self comes up and says, oh, remember last time we were in community, this happened or that happened and it didn't feel so good, and we had to process through some things, or we gave too much of ourselves and we don't want that to happen again. And that's all great. And they're saying, allow it to open up again, because you're in a different frequency, and the people that you connected with before are in different frequencies, right? We're all rising. So connect, give it another shot. If you have friends or acquaintances out there that you connected with that you thought you would have a good resonance with, and for some reason the energy wasn't reciprocated, give them another chance, because things have shifted. We are all coming at this from a much higher vibration. So give it another chance. And if you give it a chance this time and things don't work out, great. You can be on your merry way. You don't need to be in support or in any kind of connection with these people. However, if you come back into this connection, it could be, they're telling me this is why they don't want you to fully let it go, because these could be some lifelong friendships, relationships. There was just a shift that needed to happen, and it has since happened. Now, along with that, I'm hearing that a lot of you, a lot of the collective that has been doing the work, that has been processing through things, that has gone deep, surrendered, trusted, affirmed, intended, prayed, whatever it may be, you all are getting your return on that investment. So all of that money is coming back in. Be ready for new clients. If you have a business, be ready for unexpected money. So that could come in the form of, like I've had it come in the form of class action lawsuits that were conducted on large corporations, and I just happened to be one of their customers. It could come from an inheritance that you weren't expecting or didn't know that you were going to receive. It could come from an opportunity from one of these old relationships that, they've spoken about you and what you do, and you may have an opportunity opening up there, but there is money coming in. I'm hearing for some of you, you've known that there is a large amount of money that is waiting to come in. It's like I'm hearing legal, like there's a bunch of legal stuff that needed to happen and it hasn't happened yet. And it's just been kind of a long drawn out process. And they're saying it's coming. It is on its way back to you. That is part of the karmic return with the Mercury retrograde for those of you who have transcended through all of the guess I should say lower vibrational karma, because spirit always tells me there is no good and bad. So the karma that you put out that wasn't in your best and highest interest, maybe like, for example, that would be like if you judge somebody, or if you don't have compassion, or if you try to manipulate or make things happen in your own time, that kind of energy would be coming back. However, the higher vibrational karma is when you are giving without any expectation, without any concern of what you're going to receive in return. So it's giving, and knowing that the universe has your back. I always say, like, little deposits into the universe. Like, something happened and I ended up overpaying for something, and I've tapped into it. Should I, go back and make them be just and do the right thing? And there are many times that spirit says, no, let it go. It's a deposit into the universe. That money is coming back to you. Even for self, there was a company that I worked for a very long time, and I put so much love, time, energy, my whole heart into this business. And uh, all the while the business kept growing and making more money and bringing more stuff in, and they ended up being so profitable that they opened up a new business. And for the longest time I wanted to see them fall. I'll admit it. I wanted to see them fail. I wanted to see them break, because of the animosity and the energy when I made the decision to leave this place. And for many years, I felt through that. And then I finally was able to forgive. I finally got to a space in my higher consciousness where I tapped in and said, you know what? This isn't worth it. Everything happened divinely. It happened exactly how it was supposed to. And I know that it happened for me, and I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to forgive. And I did that. And since then, I've been hearing it was a deposit into the universe. Your time, your energy, your money, your whatever it was that you sacrificed and put into something, and completely put your heart into it, all of that is coming back to you. So I feel like somebody who's listening may have had that same experience as I, or something similar, and that's why they wanted to bring that through. A lot of times spirit has me use, examples from my life and things that I've been through, because it's also relevant to others. So, all right, anything else that wants to come through? They're saying movement. Okay, so I'm seeing like the flow in the water. It's like things have started moving. They're like, there may be some blockages. And this AM, as I was tapping in for a friend, we were talking about the 7/7 portal and Mercury retrograde and the karmic return. And Spirit said there's going to be a financial return. Now, that could mean, like I just said, that you've put a lot of time, energy, effort, love into something, and you're going to be getting that money back. And it could also mean that you didn't do something that was just, or maybe like they're saying, like maybe you invested in something and you knew that it really wasn't the best thing to invest in, or maybe you purchased something that was stolen, and you maybe they didn't flat out tell you like these products are stolen, but you knew in your heart. And that's going to bring a financial karmic return. They're saying, don't let it get you down. Whatever financial loss you have, know that it is a gain. It is breaking you free of this financial karma, and you're going to be able to shift out of it and create wealth. But until that happens, if you have financial karma, you are not able to create wealth. You can put those deposits into the universe. However, it won't come back to you until that financial karma has been cleared. So just be mindful of that. There may be a little bit of that coming through for some of you. No, they're saying breathe through it, and trust that it is happening, so that you can clear it out and move on with your life and enjoy life, and have all of the things that you want. But until that karmic debt is cleared, it's going to keep coming up. So at this point, I would say just allow it to happen. I'll give you an example. I had a financial karma with some old vehicles that I had, and I know that I had created it with one vehicle. And by the time, this was many years later, by the time I had this other vehicle, actually in between, let me say, every vehicle that I had would break down on me. It was, I would buy brand new cars and things would happen. It was like I had the worst luck when it came to vehicles. And then finally, this last vehicle, I had purchased it, and no more than 3 weeks off the lot, the engine blew. I had no engine. I had no money to get an engine. I needed to get to work to obviously pay for the car because I still had payments. And I was able to work something out with the dealership. And it sucked, y'all. It sucked. Like, I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was, having to figure out where my next meal was coming from. It was not easy. And once I got through that with that car, it was the repayment of my financial vehicle karma. So after that, I never had that again. I've had nothing but I'm going to say wellness with my vehicles. Like, they've maintained. I haven't had, before it was like constant breaking down or something happened. I haven't had that now in many years. And I have been in flow for many years where things are just constantly flowing and moving. And the moment I even think about going back to scarcity, I am shifted into trusting and believing and surrendering and knowing that I am supported and protected and provided for. All right, so that was a lot, I feel like. What else wants to come through? A sensuality, they're telling me. Tap into your sensual side. Maybe like I'm seeing doing like some figure eights with your hips, maybe like some belly dancing, something that'll get that energy moving. There's some sacral energy buildup that the collective is experiencing. Okay, it's like, this AM, I did a meditation, a chakra meditation for this creative chakra book that I have. And what came through, like the sacral and the root were feeling a lot of energy. And I asked where it was coming from. And it was coming from world events. And it was coming from, all of the mothers that are waiting to conceive, to give birth. It was coming from, uh, all of the fathers that were having to provide and protect. It was this, I feel like mother, father, I guess feminine, masculine energy that was coming through, and the dance between the two. And so I feel like that is, what's coming up for the collective this week is the dance within. Are you tapped into your sensuality? Are you, are you okay with giving yourself a hug, with, just taking your fingers and squeezing, your muscles and giving them some support and some love? Are you okay with hugging someone or holding hands, having some kind of a physical affection or physical touch? They're saying is going to help open up and help a lot of people come into self-expression, be more open about who they are, more authentic with themselves, and then see themselves through others' eyes. This was a big one that came through this weekend with my clients was, how do you see yourself? If you're the one that's constantly building other people up, telling them how wonderful they are, how great they are, helping them improve their lives, who's doing that for you? And better yet, how do you do that for yourself? How do you actually tap in and give yourself that love? Maybe it's looking in the mirror and saying, I love you, I love you, I love you. Actually, my husband and I listened to an audiobook years ago where that's all they did was say, I love you into the mirror over and over again. And we tried it for a week and we were vibing so high. So maybe it's that. Maybe it's just connecting with that. Maybe it's connecting with your inner child, giving your inner child some love, telling them that you love them, you support them, you're there for them, you hear them, you see them, that they can be their creative self, they can express themselves. There's no agenda that they have to maintain or that they have to abide to, like be in the rules of. And then And then this was interesting what came through. They said wealth is linked to confidence. So if you're somebody who's struggling with self-confidence, if you're somebody who's struggling with feeling good about yourself, the way that it's linked is that to be able to receive, to be able to take this wealth in, you have to be able to you have to know, thank you spirit, you have to know that you are worthy of it, and that is linked to your self-confidence. So see yourself through someone's eyes, someone who loves you, who cares about you, who is supportive with you. See yourself through their eyes. What would they say about you? How would they build you up? Take and use that for self. Use it for your inner child. Connect with that. And remember, thoughts are things. So again, what are you creating? Are you creating scarcity? Are you creating uh are you creating guilt, drama? Um, what is it that you are creating with your thoughts? And if you have a thought and you know it's not a good thought, at least get it out, speak it into existence, and then cancel it out. Cancel it out. So if I have a thought that comes up and I'm like, oh, that wasn't good, my husband immediately is like, just say it and clear it. And then I do. Right. And even just joking around, actually, this came through this weekend as well. Like, my husband would say stuff joking around with me, and immediately my spirit came through and was like, cancel, clear that. And he's like, oh, it's just a joke to make you aware. And I'm like, yes, thank you. I am aware and I appreciate that. And now cancel it, because I don't want that affirmed on me. I don't want any kind of affirmation from anyone else or anything else that is creating my life for me. I am going to create my life. I am going to be the creator that brings what I want and need into my life. And I am eliminating all of the outside noise that is happening to create my life for me. It's time for me to take control and be everything that I want to be. So I feel like that also is relevant to you. And then maybe make yourself sit down and free write or journal. Spend some time with self, even if it's just, a couple minutes, closing down your eyes, feeling into your body, touching your body. There needs to be a body connection that happens. And they're telling me again the meditation. So I am going to work on that meditation today and see if I can get it up for y'all soon. It will be on the new page, and I will link it as soon as it is finally up, if I can figure everything out. That is, I am a little technologically challenged, so hopefully I will have some help in that realm. Alrighty, other than that, anything else that wants to come through for this collective moving forward through this week? No, they're like, that's it. Be in flow is what they're saying. Be in flow. So it's like you're already there. It's like you've they showed me like these birds flying and flapping their wings really hard to get to where they're going. You've already done all that. So they're saying like it's time to just coast. Like spread your wings and just allow the wind to take you wherever that may be. All right, y'all. Have a fabulous week. I will tap in with a few other gifts for you this week as well. I'm sending you so much love. Until next time. Adios.